G'day guys, welcome back to Alliance War Season 32. So this is the final war of the season, and it's do or die. This is the war that's going to decide if we finish Masters or not, because if we win, we're pretty much in, and if we don't, we're not. And yeah, stick around to the end, because we are going to have our season rewards opening right at the end. We've got three basic 6 stars and also a 6-star Nexus, so yeah, stick around for that. But today, bringing in a Mega Red, Sabretooth, and also Magneto. We're actually taking the exact same fights as we took last war. Not the exact same champs, but the same nodes. So starting here again on path 7, got Kinetic Transference. They've placed a Green Goblin here. And Green Goblin is not the defender he once was during High Ground. With High Ground he was a much more annoying defender, but without High Ground he's much simpler to fight. And he is Metal Champion, so we are going to be using Magneto. And we also did turn on, I was advised to turn on Max Pacify for this fight, so we did. We had Max Pacify for the whole war. I normally don't run at any points to Pacify, but we did. I don't think I noticed too much of a difference, but it did help, I think, reducing the chance of Kinetic Transference, just so it wouldn't trigger at all when we parried. But you can see there it did trigger on the miss parry there, because he wasn't stunned. So we also are getting the passive heal blocks from the Sabretooth synergy. That's not going to affect this fight at all, because he already is heal blocked from being a Metal Champion. He does throw a special 1 there, and that does activate Kinetic Transference a lot. I wanted to just push him to special 2 ideally, so that we wouldn't have to deal with the power getting from the special 1. So he goes to special 2 there. He got back there pretty quickly after throwing that first special 1, and then we're almost at a special 2, 37 prowess. I was pretty sure this could finish him off. And we throw it there, get it down to 1%, so just on the edge, and then one more basic hit gets him down. But yeah, pretty quick fight overall. And then here, this is the only fight that was the exact same as last war. All the other fights were slightly different, but we've got a Kingpin here. And obviously, just like last war, we are pretty much going to be using Invulnerability Boost for the whole fight, for all of our fights. We had one for that Green Goblin, and it's going to continue on here to this Kingpin. Didn't have to change my masteries at all this war, unlike last war, which is good. All my champs here benefiting from suicides. So we get the spores there, lock them on at 15. Here I just throw 1 hit, wait for Unstoppable Armor to trigger. It didn't, which is good, so we can lock the spores on again at 21, 22. So this is great. This is really clean so far. And I want to lock on the spores again, ideally before Unstoppable Armor triggers, and we do. And no Unstoppable there, so that's good. We're doing very well here. Just a couple more hits and he's down. So probably the cleanest takedown of Vivified Kingpin I've ever had. So I was really happy with that result. It was only 33 seconds. So yeah, it just proves how ridiculously strong a Mega Red is for that fight. Definitely the best option in the game by far. So now, just like last war, we're on path 2 now in section 2. So strike counter, block penetration, and also we've got hard knock life here. So that's disorient when we parry. So it is a bit of a trickier Iron Man fight for Magneto than it normally is because of the disorients. Because even though we do a pacify, it can sometimes trigger on Iron Man's first medium because it's non-contact, so we can't actually stun him from it. And we can also reduce the amount of block penetration charges he gets from ability accuracy reduction, but we don't want him to get too many, because he does have 4 here, and it is not too bad because our block proficiency is still pretty good, but we don't want him to get too many. So we sort of start chilling on the heavies. You don't throw too many, and yeah, we throw a couple of basic hits there. Unfortunately, we do lose our armor break. I wasn't quick enough to throw the heavy attack to reapply it, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't increase our damage too much. But we throw a special 1 there to reset the strike counter charges. That puts a couple bleeds on him. The shrapnel gets him down to 4%, and then 1 more heavy finishes him off. So we do take a little bit of damage, mainly through the debuffs from suicides ticking us down from being boosted. And we also, I think we did have a power start 1 boost for that fight, because I wanted to just have, I wanted to have a special ready so you didn't have too many block penetration charges. But then here we switched to an invulnerability boost, and that's going to last us for our final 2 fights. Got 5 fights for this war again. And so here we got a MODOK. Pretty simple fight for a Mega Red. We obviously don't have a way to counter the auto block, but there's no Unstoppable Armor to worry about or anything. And we can use our heavy to turn off the auto block most of the time. And so, as opposed to last fight, we get the Disorient from dashing back twice in a row. We get a nice heavy counter there from far away. That was good. It reapplies that degen. And here he does block the special one. I actually wanted him to block the special one, because if he didn't block the special one, then we would have consumed all those spores. But by him blocking it, it meant we could actually hit the spores on him, and he wasn't able to counter our special one because it pushes him back so far, the tentacles. So it may have looked like that was an accident, him blocking that special one, but I actually did that on purpose so that we wouldn't lose all of the spores. But it would also reset the block penetration, the strike counter charges. So that went really well in that part of the fight. And then here we have the Shitness Thorns mini with buffet. They've put a Colossus here, which is just like Black Panther. It's really Omega Red food. He does have unstoppable armor, of course, and we just blocked the start of the fight because I anticipated him going unstoppable when he did, but it just gives us time to build up spores, and we get to 21 here in the first 10 seconds of the fight before unstoppable armor triggers again. And unfortunately, I wanted him to dash into me. He was being a bit passive, but he does, and he does trigger buffet there. But we're bleeding the whole time, so we're able to get to 30 spores very easily in this fight, and we'll just keep those for the rest of the time. And yeah, super simple fight for Omega Red. He destroyed that, and that was our war. That was our season. So yeah, pretty well overall. 61 solos out of our 62 fight, I think, or something like that. It was like a 98% solo rate, and all came down to this. The last war. This is the decider. And unfortunately, we did lose. We were on the back foot early. We gave up about 10 deaths in the first 100 fights, which isn't great. And they had only given up 5, I think, in their first 100. They did cut up a little bit, but unfortunately, we just did choke in the end. We lost by 5 deaths in total. Did win on fight duration, but yeah, it wasn't enough to get us over the line. So we finished 4th in Platinum 1 after some alliances got docked. And here's the annoying thing. So I'm going to go over a bit of a rant here, but so there were 3 alliances above us that got docked points, right? Where are they? I think it was 3. TCN, I think XK9, I think them, and also Nefty. We played 2 of those alliances, and they both beat us, Nefty and TCN. Now, if there was a bit of a different system about how these worked, these point dockings worked, if it somehow compensated the allies they had beaten, maybe we would have finished Masters, because instead there were just a couple of alliances above us that finished Masters instead, that may not have even played those guys, D69 and 1, who we just lost to. But it's really frustrating, and I hope they do change this in the future, because I really don't think it's punishing enough to these alliances that are cheating, because all they're doing is giving them Platinum 1 rewards instead of Masters, which really isn't that much of a difference. The only difference is no rank 4 materials, really, and a couple of 6-star shards, and a little bit of tier 5 CC. And you get more tier 2 alpha as well. Like, I don't really understand why that's the punishment. Like, I think it should be, if they really want to send a message to these cheaters, they need to actually punish them properly. And I don't know what they should be doing, but it's not up to me. But that's just my little rant. But we finished Platinum 1. Ranked 4th. So congratulations to GT40. They had another amazing season. They came first again. 4Loki came second. Got a few buddies there, and also got a few buddies in Savage Squad. Congrats to them finishing top 3. Definitely well deserved. So yeah, let's get into the rewards. Okay, so before I actually get into the actual rewards from the season, I just opened a basic earlier today before the rewards came out. I thought I might as well show this today because we're opening more crystals. And we did end up getting a Max Sig crystal from Dr. Doom, which is kind of annoying. I mean, it's better probably than Korg or Electro. And we did get 10 Cosmic Sig stones from the Max Sig crystal, which isn't terrible, but yeah, it's really not great seeing a Max Sig 6-star from a basic. Okay, so now for the actual season rewards. So we've got a 6-star Nexus to open. We're going to open 2 basics. I'm not really going for features anymore. I've got really what I wanted from those. We've got some tier 5 CC. I'm probably not going to open those because we're pretty good on tier 5 CC as well. 2 tier 5 basic and 4 tier 2 alpha, which is nice. That's going to go straight into the overflow because it's still got plenty of resources from 7.4 to use. But yeah, let's start with these. Let's start with these 6-star basics. So a null dupe would be really good. Also a Nimrod Awakening, and also Spider-Man 2099 is probably the champs I'm hunting for the most. So let's see. We've got null there. Domino. Oh, Spidey was right there, man. Spidey was right there. Alright, so Domino, that's not great. I think that's like a 640 champ. Yeah. Oh well. More crit fail damage, I think. Could be good for Battlegrounds. She's rank 2. Alright, second one. Let's hope for something a bit better than that. A Ghost Awakening would also be really good. Alright, let's see what we're gonna get. Spidey? Ah, really? That's another Max Seed Crystal. That's so uncommon. That's 2 Max Seed Crystals in one day. For someone that only has 6 Max Seed 6 stars, that's very uncommon. Alright, well let's just open this Max Seed Crystal. We'll probably just get 6-star shards, I think, but yeah, never know. We could hit the jackpot with a 6-star Awakening gem. But it's most likely to be shards. Yeah, shards. Oh well. They're still kind of fun to open. Alright, Nexus time. Hopefully we get something from this. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Null dupe. Nimrod dupe. Spidey 2099. Oh, wow. The Max Seed Crystals love us today, don't they? I think we'll just have to go Odin here. I'm not going to pick another Max Seed Crystal. Get a few more Sigs on Odin. He could... I think I was considering Sigging him up one day for my prestige, but... Oh well, that's Odin. So that's our rewards. Let me know what you guys got. I hope you got something better than me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.